Welcome to Conversations with Calvin, We the Species, and this is a fulfillment of a dream since I started this, to have Mike Marino, literally my favorite comedian, join me on this little segment. And I'm just going to jump right in. Mike, say hello, do a bio, tell people about yourself. This is great.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Marino. I'm a comedian here in Jersey. All right. They call me New Jersey's bad boy. I don't know why. You can find me at MikeMarino.net, and all my social media is at Mike Marino Live. We're here to talk to Calvin Schwartz. Let's make this happen.
Let's make this happen. By the way, I'm really excited about this. So let's just jump right in. Mike Marino, it's almost like this is your life. Who are your influences in comedy?
I never really wanted to be into the stand-up world. I just wanted to be an actor. But when I was in my teens, I had an affection for Rodney Dangerfield. I guess because he was also in a lot of movies. I was watching the movies, and I thought maybe to have a great career like him going, hey, I get no respect, you know. But that was my influence. Then as I started doing stand-up in different places around the country, of course, I liked Andrew Dice Clay, and I liked Robin Williams, and I liked guys like that. So they were my inspirations.
For people who don't know, and there's not too many of those, but what is your act about?
Oh, well, I'm an observational humorist. Whatever I see in daily life, I bring to the stage and I talk about that, especially my family and my Italian roots, parents coming from Italy, growing up in New Jersey, and stuff like that, which usually makes everybody happy. And you stay out of trouble because you're basically just talking about your own life.
You know, I said before we went on air that perhaps, and I've been watching comedy my whole life. I wish I could be a comedian, but I can't. But you did a bit on Byron Allen, which may be the funniest bit, talking about if there was an Italian president from New Jersey. And that's all I'm going to say. People should go find it. You've got a great YouTube channel. Literally one of the funniest bits ever. But anyway, moving along, what is your most memorable moment in your career? There's probably a whole bunch.
Well, actually, that was a great memorable moment when I went on the Byron Allen show, because nobody expected that to happen, and neither did I. I went on the show like everybody else. I just happened to hit a home run.
Yeah.
By the time the run was done, 14 million people was saying it's one of the funniest jokes they've ever seen. After I was told for a year, don't do that joke on television. So that's showbiz in a nutshell. But when I was 19 years old, I was nominated for a Clio in a TV commercial for Best Male Performer. And of course, when I finally got to the Paramount Theater in Asbury Park, I guess it was 2006, I finally stood for the first time in front of a sold-out show, 1,600 people, at a time where I really thought I was only going to see about 500. And then it became a DVD. It aired on all kinds of channels throughout the United States, especially in Canada. And then I found it in Target. So that was a great feeling to walk down an aisle in Target in 2007, 2008 and see myself on the shelf.
Now to ask you a very serious question. It means a lot to me. How do you feel, Mike Marino, about putting pineapple on pizza?
Well, you know, a lot of people asked that question when I first moved out to Los Angeles. And said it's ridiculous. You don't put pineapple on pizza. Nothing cold belongs on anything hot. And it doesn't mix well. Besides, I'm Italian. I'll deal with some pepperoni on my pizza, maybe some sausage. But you put pineapple and ham on my pizza, you got a problem.
Okay. By the way, has there ever been a tail of ham on a pizza?
No, but it might not be such a bad idea. Nothing wrong with a little pork roll.
Okay. All right. I brought that up for a reason, but we won't talk about that now.
All right.
We could talk for hours about that alone. So, what's a holiday that doesn't exist that you'd like to create?
Mike Marino Day, a day where everybody just cracks jokes all day long around the world. You can't be serious about anything. You have to laugh all day long. And even if it's a dumb joke or a joke that's been told 100 million times and nobody even liked it, you just got to be funny all day long.
Okay. If you weren't a comedian, what would you be doing?
That's a good question. If I wasn't in the entertainment business, I really don't know what I would do. Okay. My family's all in construction. I'm sure I could rebuild a house and I could do some cement work, but I'm in my 50s right now, and bending over is not one of the things I like doing best.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Another semi-serious question. If you had a pet parrot, Mike Marino, what would you teach it to say?
If I had a pet parrot, I'd teach it to say, "Get the hell away from me."
Okay.
I think that would be hilarious.
Okay.
Get away from me. Or Vinny, get the bat.
Okay. Then you get the bat. You know, my father told me one of the great parrot stories. He grew up in Plainfield, which is not too far from you. And he told the parrot what to say when he was in high school. Anyway, moving along. I don't even know why I said that. What's the best thing about your job?
Making people happy. You know, you get up in front of thousands of people, they're yelling and screaming and wanting to buy your t-shirt and wanting to buy your album, wanting to take a picture with you. They forget about life for at least a couple hours. And that's an endorphin that you just can't get anywhere from any drug or any food or any sexual experience. So it brings you to a high, and I like being high like that.
Conversely, what's like the worst thing about your job?
You have to stop. Stopping really sucks. This whole COVID thing is destroying entertainers' lives. And if we can get back to somewhat of a bit of a norm, that would be great.
Yeah. You know, maybe Zoom will fill in some gaps. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think Zoom is going to do it for me. Maybe it could do it for some younger people, but I'm all zoomed out.
Okay. Okay. So, getting a little serious, I like to ask this question related to the pandemic, because you just brought it up. If you were stuck in a house for one day with somebody living or dead, excluding family and friends, who'd you like to be stuck in a house with during a pandemic?
Well, you know, I can cook really well, and I take care of my own self. So I really don't need help there. Okay. And I'm not married, and I have no kids. So it might be nice to be snuggled up with someone who's on the hot side, let's say.
Okay. I think that's great. That's a perfect answer. And actually getting serious, another serious question, because I like to do that, especially with you. I've known you for so long. It's been a great friendship these 9 years that I first met you. Fill in the blank. Before I leave this earth, I won't be happy until I blank.
I really want to do a documentary on my life.
Okay.
I want to do a documentary on my life, where I started, where I went, and how I ended up. And I'd love people to watch that, from my life down on the Jersey Shore in the 80s, hanging out in Belmar at the beach, or just my life growing up in the industry.
By the way, you said something that people should know. You are a quintessential Belmar surfer guy.
Well, I really don't know how well I could surf these days, but me and my brothers were all into surfing, water skiing, doing anything on the beach and at the water. My two brothers still do that. I'm a little bit jammed up because I'm here in northern New Jersey, but hopefully I'll get back in the water someday soon.
And I gotta plug your YouTube channel. People need to go there because they could spend hours.
My YouTube channel is YouTube/Mike Marino Live. There's a lot of different videos. You can watch my web series, Make America Italian Again. You could also watch my podcast, Live from My Mother's Basement. And of course, many stand-up videos from performances around the world.
By the way, Live from Your Mother's Basement, because I do my 154 episodes, correct?
Yeah. Tuesday coming up will be 155.
Right. See, I do my homework. And we're kind of winding down. I have my Rutgers hat, and I always have something under my Rutgers hat that pertains to you, Mike Marino.
All right.
So I do want to show the audience this, which I have in treasure.
Live from the Paramount in Asbury Park, Mike Marino, New Jersey's bad boy of comedy.
You bet. And then to go along with that, the first night I met you, you were in Asbury Park, and you and I took that picture about 9-10 years ago.
That's right. We were doing a fundraiser for, oh my God.
Comedy Festival.
The Lenny Bruce Foundation.
That's right. So we are running out of time. This has been great.
Thank you.
I would love you to come back, and you will. We'll do more. Thank you so much, Mike Marino. You made my day. You made my weekend.